Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, they're just 23 days until Christmas 2024. Oh, it's great to be here today with all of you as we're on the eve of a new Disney Plus Star Wars show. And as most of you know, I've generally been positive on all of the shows. I have my criticisms, but I sure have loved having content to talk about, to do predictions with, some speculation and reviews. It's been a wonderful time to be a Star Wars fan. Whether you enjoyed the shows, loved them or not, we still have a wonderful community here, and it's great to be here with all of you. So, oh, I hit the wrong button. With the YouTube thing, you always have to do this. I know all of you have already liked and subscribed, and you're commenting here. It's great to see you all here. But if you're new to the channel, please just take a moment to subscribe. It costs nothing. And then we give you lots of benefits here. If you can support the channel, the best way to do that is on Patreon. You'll find our Patreon link in the description of every single video we do. And that's the number one way. We have a very active Discord community, and of course YouTube. If you'd like to become a member, you can do that as well. We have monthly meetings that we do, Zoom calls where we get on. We can talk about anything we want, and I can have some interaction with you. We also have exclusive content on Patreon where you can do like a super chat. It works just like super chats here. You put a comment in that super chat discussion thread, and I will read it. And if it's appropriate, we will put it right onto the show here. So we can do that as well. Try to do as much as I can. And along those lines, my friends, today is going to be a very special day because immediately following today's live stream, we're going to jump onto a Zoom call. And for our members, our patrons and YouTube members, you can join that Zoom call. The link is posted on Patreon. It's also posted in the YouTube members discussion channel tab, whatever that is, and I've posted it in our Discord as well. And we're going to do a giveaway. What is the giveaway, you wonder? Oh, it's a big one. It's a huge giveaway today. I try to do these from time to time. And the Vintage Collection Ghost, that HasLab project that was funded and is now beginning to fulfill. We are going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give one of those away. And if you are here in the United States, I'll have it shipped directly to you at no cost, right? If you are overseas, my friend Kieran over in Ireland, or Meg and others over in the UK, England, and we have Sweden, stuff like that. If you are overseas, then you have the option, if you were to win it, of paying for the shipping. I cannot. There's a limit to my funds, and the shipping on a item that big and that heavy would be far too much for me to afford. So if you are interested in collecting it, if you were to win it, we will have it shipped to you, but you'll have to incur the shipping costs. So that could be quite expensive. So that's up to you, right? That's up to you if you want to pay for that. It might be cheaper just to have bought one. We don't know, but there you go. There you have it. Today we're going to jump into our predictions for the Skeleton Crew, and we're going to preview, and do predictions for episodes 1 and 2 that are going to premiere tonight. Now, some of you have been fortunate enough. My good friend Star Wars Meg has been fortunate enough to already have seen the first 2 episodes in the theater. So she got to do that with a group experience. I'm sure it was amazing. We have friends of ours who are going to the premiere in the United States here tonight, and they're going to get to have that theater experience. So there's already some spoilers coming out on these first 2 episodes. But as it is with the spoilers and with my predictions, it's that my predictions form doesn't really help you if you know just the spoiler threads, because they don't cover the kind of nonsense that we ask. So let me get caught up with the chat. I saw lots of you here. I saw Nathan, first one in the chat. Hello. Hope you are having a great day. You know, I had a great weekend. I got to be Santa Claus for a couple hundred kids, I imagine, over the weekend. It was great. Of course, the football game, the college football game Saturday, not so great. We're not going to talk about that. We're talking Star Wars. No, says I have a theory about the treasure room, and that would come from the trailers that we've seen. There's a treasure room scene. So he has a theory with it. It has something to do with the Mortis God statues. Could be a parallel universe. Jod is younger Balin when he walks in and comes out older. Oh, that's quite the prediction. I don't think it's highly likely, but it's we can't say no yet. So maybe, I doubt it, but it's a fun one. It's a fun prediction anyway, Nathan. Fitz is here. Greetings from Ireland. And you know, Ireland, Fitz, did you guys just have your election, or you're getting ready to? I think you're getting ready to have an election, or it's on the cusp. There's Jedi Mike. He's celebrating his membership. Mike has been a supporter of the channel for the longest time. Good to see you, my friend. Who else is in the chat? Get caught up here. Fitz says it's Santa and Darth Peanut show. Yeah, Peanut's in a pretty good mood today. Huh? In a good mood? Here, you want to come visit? Here. Oh, we're talking about a pirate show. And, you know, if you're going to do a pirate show, you might as well have a parrot on your shoulder, right? Right? Say hello? No? No. So, we've got Peanut right here with us. Brandon, good to see you. Dale, Skywalker's Academy, good to see you as well, my friend. Longtime supporter of the channel. Ducky Momo, long time no see. Fantastic to see you here. Thanks for joining the show. Brett, I've reached the worst part of Thanksgiving. No more leftovers. But happy Monday, everyone. No more leftovers. We still have some turkey in the fridge. So we've got turkey and stuffing in the fridge. I think we've still got some mashed taters. So we still have some of that left over here. Biggest reason for that is because I was doing Santa Claus stuff and not here to have heated up leftovers. Matt Risman. Yeah. I know. Matt Risman. There's that guy. He's in here. He's trolling Santa because, as I've said, I've been a huge fan of most of the Star Wars content on Disney Plus. not without my criticisms. This is one of my criticisms of the Acolyte show. Not a fan of Oshimir. No. In fact, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, yeah, I do. Right? Yeah. I don't like it. Nick, hello. Oh, there's another guy giving Santa a little hard time. I love Ray. I'm looking forward to the Ray movies. All of them. 4, 5, 12, however many. I'll watch them all. I'm in for it. Good fun. The Sabersmith. Hello. Good news Star Wars today. Yes, very excited about that. Thrawn Kill.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, getting ready. Yes. Let's see here. Who else do we have? There's Ducky Momo again. He just became a member. He's been a supporter of this channel for the longest time. And in fact, he's won a number of contests here. And we'll do the giveaway a little bit later, and we'll see that. There's Matt. Thank you for giving Streamlabs Patreon. If you put that in the chat, you'll get the Patreon link to support or to just join the discussion, join the community. Mumbo Jimbo, ho, ho, ho. Hello there. It's time for a new show and predictions. The first 2 episodes. Yes, exactly. Finally have my laptop on you. Thank you so much. Yeah, every now and then I see people with Patreon, it'll reject their membership and they got to go in and re-enter their information. So thank you for that. Nerd Mafia. There's a guy. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see. Brandon Alvarez. I think we already said hi to you. Saber Smith. Words. Hello. Words 789. Good to see you here. I've first time seeing you in the chat. Thank you so much. Is Skeleton Crew worth watching? That's the question, isn't it? I suppose mileage varies, right? There are going to be people who absolutely love this show. There's going to be people who just embrace it, enjoy it, and are along for the ride. There's going to be other people who are just like, nah, fam, it's not for me. The show's not for me. It depends. I have heard, and we're starting to see some of the reviews come up. It is very much for kids. It's not the exclusive for kids. Anybody can enjoy a show, but it is more geared toward a younger audience, and for that reason, some people will be checked out. There are other things with this show that I suspect will make it not for some Star Wars fans, and specifically one of them being, oh, Peanut, you ready to go back? He said, Dad, you're being boring. Here you go. Oh, there you go. Let her go back there. No Skywalkers, right? No Sith, no lightsaber duels, no Palpatine, no, Anakin, none of that. So if Star Wars for you is the prequel original trilogy era, the George Lucas era of Star Wars and all the stories involved there, then it may not be worth watching for you. If you've enjoyed The Mandalorian, you enjoyed Ahsoka, this is set alongside of those, and it is, by all reports, quite enjoyable for folks who are fans of that kind of content. There's Fitz. Hello. Oh, wow. What a generous donation to the channel, Fitz. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Right. He's got the Shibu dog with saying number 1. Thank you for that. Yeah. Fitz is paying for the shipping early. Oh, very good. Yeah. Jedi Mike's hyped for the Skeleton Crew. The Hondo watch starts today. You're not kidding, Sabersmith. If any show ever beyond animation, right? Because Hondo has shown up in several animated shows. two specifically, right? But episodes. He's become a fan favorite across the animated Star Wars fandom, and Hondo Onaka. And of course, he's also featured in the Disney parks with the rides in the sequel era. So we were to believe that Hondo Onaka could absolutely 100% be in live action. And if you're going to introduce the most favorite pirate of all Star Wars pirates in live action, now is the time to do it. Skeleton Crew. Boy, I hope we see him. Yes, the Hondo watch starts now. Does Santa have spoilers? I have some. I'll say I have some spoilers, but I'm not sure how spoilery the spoilers are, right? A lot of the information I have is been released other places. I can say I do not have any exclusive spoilers, right? The spoilers that I know I've seen reported other places, and so far it's not been terribly spoilery, right? Ducky says, looks like a show I can watch with the kids. Looking forward to it, if true. I think it is. I really do. Do I have any intel? I do have some. I do have some. No showings in Ohio. That's right. We don't have any theatrical releases here of the Skeleton Crew. Oh, let's see. There's Baymax. Good morning, Baymax. Good to see you, my friend. I said good morning. It's an inside joke. I'm teasing him. He's been awake for about 20 minutes, I think. So good to see you, my friend. There's Baymax. He's going to a free screening later today. He happens to be in a location where they're showing, meaning he's not in Ohio. Right. So I hope you enjoy it, Baymax. Yeah, we will not speak about this. You're not kidding, Mumbo. No, we will not speak of it. Although I'm starting to see a positive spin put on. It's like, what? Forgive the saying, right? Polishing a turd, right? So I've begun to see a little polish on that thing where they're saying, well, we get a bye week now, and it means we won't have to play Oregon 3 times this season. If indeed Oregon makes it to the semifinal or the final, depending on how the brackets are, we'll play them twice instead of 3 times, and we get a bye week to prepare. That's pretty still polishing a turd, right? When does Peanut get his own channel? I know. Yeah, Peanut, you've got a lot to say today. Yeah, she has a lot to say today. Oh, she's in a really good mood. She hasn't seen much of me the last couple of days, and I'm home with her today, so she's happy for that. And also, anyone in New Jersey have 2 extra. Oh, for the for premiere, if you want them. Oh my goodness. So Baymax has got a +2. If you're in the New Jersey area, you can make it down to Jersey City area. Then let Baymax know. He may be able to hook you up. Right. Oh, there he goes. Fitz says had the election last Friday. Results by tomorrow. There you go. Nerd Mafia, Patreon live stream question. Won't let me type a comment, but I was just wondering if you had any advice. Oh no. This guy's been on look, Nerd Mafia has been here for too long because somebody got kicked off their high school basketball team. And they were asking me, Santa, do you know any advice for how to get back on my team? And this might be a shock to all of you, but Santa didn't play varsity sports. No, I didn't. I was a musician. I was in the band. I don't know. I really don't have any firm, solid advice for that. But thanks for the question again, Nerd Mafia. Yeah, contact me. If you contact me through email, contact me through Twitter. You can send me a direct message there. You can contact me on Discord or Patreon, and I can relay the information to Baymax, and we can get you those tickets, right? Are you delivering the entire Acolyte Black Series wave to Matt's house for Christmas Eve? You know, that's a fantastic idea. I would love to do it, but no. We do know that Matt did quite well on the Acolyte predictions game, right? So I'm sure he really wants the. Yeah, I know he wants Kymir and Osha because he's absolutely obsessed with Osha Mir, and he would make a scene, a recreation on his shelf with them standing, looking into the horizon, holding hands, watching the sunset, right? Be right there in Matt's office so he could admire that closing scene of the show, right? Yadi, hello, hello, good to see you. She's at Epcot. She's going to the theater later today. Yes, they have some screenings down there in Orlando. If Skeleton Crew is pants, I'm coming for you, Risman. Hey, there's Skywalker's Academy. Let's see if I can get caught up with the chat. Let's just keep going. See if anything catches. We have lots of is Peanut mimicking a phone alarm. She actually mimics an answering machine a lot of times. She'll do the beep and then and she'll say, "Call me back," right? Oh, you'll say, "Call me back." No, she's cracking me up. And we saw another super chat, right? I'm hoping for Plagueis. You're killing me. Yeah, you guys. You have to wear an eye patch. I do. I need to get it myself an eye patch for the Skeleton Crew. Every time Santa says "Mimbo Jimbo" with jolliness, it makes my heart grow like the Grinch. Mumbo Jimbo. Right. Let's see. The latest TV spot has a blatant insert of the ET theme music. Yeah, they're kind of playing into that nostalgia. They're, Star Wars and nostalgia, they go together like peanut butter and chocolate, right? I have another theory. There are satellites protecting the planet. The satellites get destroyed and end up in Old Republic timeline. Their home world is called the crown jewel of the Republic. Well, there are some spoilers I know about this home planet and its relationship to the Old Republic. There's a good question, though, and I see a lot of people are, if it makes sense to put Hondo in, Lucasfilm will not do it, 100%. I've seen some spoilers regarding the home planet that these kids come from, and there's a reference to the Old Republic. But the question is, based on the timeline, okay, the timeline is Mandalorian era, and there's a new republic that exists. So for people in the New Republic era, what is the republic that passed that, Sheev Palpatine's, I am the Senate. What is that republic? Is that the previous republic, or would that be called the Old Republic? We got a New Republic. Then there was the Old Republic. What, for Star Wars fans of Legends material, there's an Old Republic that's called the Old Republic, that like KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, which is a whole nother timeline, way back in the way back machine. The kids from the Skeleton Crew who are referring to Old Republic stuff. Which republic is that? I suspect, just because it's going to annoy Star Wars fans, right? You can pretty much bet on it. I'm going to predict that the Old Republic is the republic that Luke Skywalker, fought for, or whatever. Like the Republic that passed. Anakin was part of the Republic. He was defending the Republic before Sheev turned it into the first galactic empire. Right. So I think that that would be the Republic they're talking about. Sorry to burst bubbles if people are thinking that the old Republic is the old Republic. I think it's relational based on where you happen to live, right? Took the predictions game off because I want to give someone else a chance for change of pace. Oh, Ducky was killing it there. There's Mumbo Jimbo. Thank you so much. $20 super chat. Wow. That is amazing. Mumbo Jimbo, thank you so much for that generous super chat. I'm sorry to have been away for a while. The kiddo takes a lot of extra time, but you got to savor it. You got to love it, right? The super chat is a contribution for the 2025 trip, just in case you make it, just DC if you make it here soon. Oh, you're in the Washington DC area, is that right? When you say DC, you don't mean anywhere else. You mean the Washington DC? I would love to come out there. And in fact, we've been talking about we have a park membership that we can go stay in Gettysburg, which is just a hop and skip from DC. Gettysburg's not that far away, right? Let's see if I can get caught up so we can get into predictions. These kids are going to obtain Republic stuff, and the pirates are going to want it because it's worth a fortune, like ancient artifacts would be. Yeah, there's old Republic, and new Republic, old, new, borrowed, blue, right? So many republics, right? Luke fought for the Alliance. I know, to restore the Republic. So I agree. I think it's the older Republic, not the old Republic, but it's a bit confusing, right? Exactly. Which Republic? Which is the old, like, so in Rey's new Jedi Order that happens after the new Republic is destroyed, what would you call the new Republic? Is it now the old Republic? And then the one before that's the older Republic, and then you have the way back old Republic. Which old Republic is the old Republic? I don't know. It's the closed captioning capitalized old Republic for the credits conversation with that merchant. They're just confusing all around. Yeah, I think it might be. Oh, okay, he's from Columbus, but now in DC. Mumbo Jimbo, we got to make it happen sometime. Mix of different credits. Yeah, there's a reason they use a mix of credits. The Sith Empire was older. Yes, there's all kinds of different. There we go. Okay, boop. You taking a message? Call me back. Huh? What? Which old Republic's the old Republic? I don't know. And in this show, when they talk about the credits, right? This is the picture on the credits. Looked like the Republic symbol from the Anakin Obi-Wan Republic time. That's what I'm saying, Matt Risman. That's what I'm saying. And it's the thing that's going to annoy Star Wars fans. I just know it, right? Because we have so many fans of like Darth Revan, of KOTOR, and the old Republic is an established part of Star Wars lore. And when you say old Republic, it gets people's brains looking at a particular thing that is very established. They're like, oh, I know what the old Republic is. Oh, but do you? Oh, do you? This old Republic, is it that old Republic, or is it the Republic? I suspect it's the Republic. And so Star Wars fans who are like, oh boy, I heard old Republic. Da, 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 da. Woo, 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 woo. We're going to get some great stuff. No, calm down. Calm down, I say. Oh my goodness. You guys, let's get into our predictions. And as we do so, I just want to bring this up. There's an article Matt Risman shared today. I'll bring this up here, share it on the screen. And it says, Skeleton Crew's new creators talk the original movie pitch. It was originally a movie pitch. And how Lauded Andor took a similarly big swing. So I'm going to increase the font here just a little bit so you guys can read. It says, a long-ish time ago in this galaxy, Skeleton Crew was originally pitched as a movie, well before Disney Plus came into existence. So this pitch comes from the Old Republic. No, Old Republic. Yeah, let me put this up here. Matt just shared this, right? So here's the credits, and let's bring this up here. And this is from the trailer, right? And it says right on it here, where'd you find Old Republic credit? Well, these are credits. Are those credits Old Republic credits, or just Old Republic credits, or the new Old Republic credits? Which Old Republic are you talking about? Right? Very funny. So, yeah, these I think are from the Republic from the prequel era. Let's say that prequel era Republic. How about that? Yeah. Matt Risman said, "Oh, yeah, I don't know. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Put your seatbelts on." So we get back here. Says created by Watts and Ford, and set during the time frame as Disney Plus's Mandalorian and Ahsoka. So it happens in that time frame. Skeleton Crew follows 4 kids who discover a spacecraft buried on their home planet. Pew pew. Yeah, buried on their home planet at Aten. Which is again, they're using Old Republic credits there, right? And in short, get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. This strange and dangerous galaxy is the Star Wars galaxy we all know. It's not a new one. There's X-Wings in there. There's stuff that we know. They're not going out to like Peridia or something like that, right? Yeah, Skywalker's got to be older than now Republic. Yeah. Fits the old Republic era, right? Hey, yo, missed this. Usually just catch this live at Fridays. Gonna have to rewind 30 minutes. Okay, well, you can get caught up, Litrix. That's good. So it's a strange and dangerous galaxy for them, right? It says early into said Odyssey, the accidentally adventurous foursome crossed paths with Jadna Nawud, an enigmatic character played by Jude Law. Ahead of the series, they did an interview, right? And they said, what was the catalyst for this idea? Who caught their kids mixing up the Indiana Jones and Star Wars action figures? It says, it started as a simple pitch, which is a group of kids that don't really know that they're in the Star Wars galaxy, get lost in the Star Wars galaxy, and try to find their way home. Yeah. And it says it started with that, and then unpacking what the ramifications of that would be. What would the ramifications be? And all the different worlds and things we have to create to meet along the way. But we started with that, and it kind of led us into the story. Then Watts says, I pitched that a long time ago. I pitched it right after the first Spider-Man Homecoming movie. Was initially pitched to Lucasfilm as a film, and then I had to go make 2 Spider-Man movies because the first one did all right. Over time, Favreau made The Mandalorian, and Disney Plus came into existence. So it evolved. As Spider-Man movies were being made into a show, it gave us more time to explore the galaxy and get into the world of piracy and have a little bit more fun with it. And once I finished the 3rd Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, we could finally get to work making it. So there you go. So then they say, well, I was looking at YouTube comments on the trailer, and it said, if you hadn't told me this was a Star Wars project, I would not have known. Is that a great thing or a not so great thing? And this is my point that I answered right at the top. The question is this show going to be good? I think your mileage may vary. It depends what Star Wars means to you. It might be absolutely great Star Wars, or maybe not. Depends. It says Ford says, I think Star Wars has a broader tone than people realize. If you think about just certain key moments, like a lightsaber fight, it can be very narrow. Right. So if your view of Star Wars is the George Lucas era, prequel, original trilogy, the Skywalker saga, like that era, then we might be outside of that for you, right? And it says, but if you have to remember, when they walk into Cantina, that's some people's favorite moment. There's an insane jazz combo playing this crazy song. And I think a big part of Star Wars is embracing all of that. It's a big galaxy, bring them all in. And then John Watts says, what I like about Star Wars, and Andor did much of this, right? It's world building, right? Is what it's doing. It says you can take any moment or any character because it feels so dense, complex, like a real galaxy. You can follow them home. Like I'm curious to know the life of everyone in that Cantina band. Where did they come from? How did they meet? Did they play any other gigs? Are they there all the time? So there you go. Another spinoff with Max Rebo's band, right? Star Wars, Max Rebo's band. And we'll do a whole series on it, right? We'll follow the band from gig to gig. It'll be great. And then, if you know anything about Max Rebo's band, they're there when anything blows up. Something blows up, Max Rebo's band's going to be there for it, right? We learned that not only in Return of the Jedi, but we learned it also in the Book of Boba Fett, right? You want to come back over? No, you just want pets. Okay, she just wants pets. She. So then Ford says, "Are they touring? Is the band touring? Right? Yeah. It says TV line then says, or some random stormtrooper when he goes home, he's living in what, a studio apartment? And they say, yeah, like with vertical blinds with two roommates. Right? It's a dense, complex world. Figure you can follow any one of those tangents and come up with an interesting story. Matt Risman, you're being naughty again. Yeah, Mike Porter, it's all Star Wars. You're right. But some people, it's got too many bricks and screws. It's not Star Wars. I have a feeling Skeleton Crew will be received relatively well. I don't think it'll be Mando huge. It's not going to get as much negativity as the Acolyte. Nowhere near the same degree of hate. I would hope not. I hope nothing gets that degree of hate. Mike Porter, 40 months of membership. I love Star Wars. Thank you, Mike Porter. We love you too. We love you on this channel. In fact, if you put in the Streamlabs, the chosen pun, exclamation point, the chosen pun, all one word, lowercase, you'll get a link to Mike Porter. We have a dedicated bot on the channel, dedicated specifically to Mike Porter. So then they asked, I saw in an interview where you said that people cannot know anything about Star Wars and enjoy this show, right? It says, but besides the Jedi mention that we get a couple of episodes in, will there be other little nods, Easter eggs for us to latch onto? Okay, so there's a Jedi mention a couple episodes in. That's probably episode 2, a couple episodes. And they've previewed the first ones. I'm thinking episode 2. If it's not the first one, it's going to be the second one, right? Yeah, Acolyte was peak hate. When you've been to the top of the mountain, you can only go down, or the other way around, right? It's the pit, the pit. It's absolutely down into the deepest, darkest pit of the ocean. The hate, and there's only one way up, right? Yeah, you got to go up, right? No, it wasn't well deserved. It Some of it was deserved, but absolutely not all of it. I think the hate on the Acolyte was way more than it needed to be. But we're off topic. We're back to the main characters don't really know anything about the Star Wars universe. So they're on this planet. They've heard of Star Wars, but they've never seen anything. They've never seen a Jedi. They've heard about lightsabers. They've never seen a lightsaber. So they have a little backyard lightsaber fight, just like anybody would. And on their lightsaber fight, they got to make up the sound that those lightsabers make. So they're making it up because they've never seen the things in the universe that we've seen, right? As a viewer, you don't have to know anything about Star Wars to be on the journey with the kids. But if you do know a lot about Star Wars, you're ahead of the kids. Like when they say these are Old Republic credits, you'll say, no, they're not. You lie. You lie. Those are not Old Republic credits. Those are Republic credits. No. I'm waiting for it. I know it's coming, right? You know more about the galaxy than they do. And that allows you to enjoy the show in a completely different way than someone who doesn't know anything about it, right? Your friends, when you are complaining, they call them Old Republic credits. They're saying, nerd, who cares? You'd be like, it matters. It's important. They're like, no, it's not. Our hope is that the people who don't know anything and those who know everything are watching the show together. They're going to have their own unique conversation. That's what I'm saying. Unique conversations. Spreezy, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Fantastic. Those kids better be using proper form for that. For that duel. That's right. They're going to have their lightsaber forms correct, or we're going to tell them all about it. Oh my goodness. Yes. Many YouTube videos will be monetized off the back of which Republic credits those should be called. You're not wrong, Baymax. I mean, Meg should be working on it right now. I'm pretty sure Meg will be working on it right now. She'll be giving us a nice video breakdown to explain to us in easy to understand and wonderful content of how exactly we should understand those Old Republic credits to be. Right? I was saying to the cast that this series is obviously inspired by Goonies, E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. Touchstones for us, right? But not for them. They haven't necessarily seen those films, right? Those kids. Is that sort of challenge for you? Marketing this as younger audience that maybe hasn't seen Goonies. And I think they gave an interesting answer because it said, when we would think about it, we were never consciously referring to those movies. Huh. Well, the marketing sure is consciously referring to those movies. If you look at the marketing, you can't not see E.T. and Goonies. It's just the way it is, right? It says, but because we didn't have to. Those movies are part of our DNA. Like being 10 is going out on an adventure and hoping you're going to find some pirate treasure. How many of you, my friends, how many of you, when you were a kid, and you were out exploring in the woods or on the beach or wherever, went on a pirate treasure hunt? I did. I went on a pirate treasure hunt. Sure I did. I was expecting to find something somewhere or hoping to find, right? All that taps into the feeling of being a kid and wanting to go on an adventure. I said, yes, because all of those 80s movies were tapping into the same thing too. We're trying to go right to that same source because, we experienced that in our childhoods and kids are the same. It says, hopefully there's something more universal at play than just 80s nostalgia. There's that word. That was a buzzword. Oh, Star Wars is about nostalgia, right? That made lots of monetized videos too. And there they do. They used that word. I see it. There it is. More monetization right there. You guys. So there we go. There's the article. We get a couple of little clues in there about what may be to come. But we're going to get into our predictions game. And this is where we have a lot of fun. And you get to predict what you might or might not see in an episode and cheer when you get it right, curse when you get it wrong, right? Yeah, there was a lot of negativity coming from the crew regarding the series production. Is that still a concern? Yes. The short answer to that mumbo jumbo is yes. Some of the things that I was made aware of, and some of the things that released through the summer about this show are still certainly concerns. And I would say, just based on some of the early reviews, that the concern about the show being too young, right? That it's got some campiness to it. It's got some silliness to it. It's got some those are the right words, right? Campiness, right? It's campy. There's gonna be moments in it that you're like, oh, right. That's gonna happen because it's meant to be that way. How well that plays for you depends on how well you enjoy campy kids adventure. For me, I'm up for it. Sign me up for the campy adventure. Yes, all of it. This is very good. I love the song, Mike Porter. That's great. I just need a peg leg. Arg. Star Wars dog. Oh no, Star Wars dog trying to get me to talk about that game. I know. Look, dog, I'd love to talk to you about it. But now's not the time. But yeah, in short, we're trying to polish the turd. We're trying to say we get a week off, we go into the playoffs, and we still make a run at the national championship. It can happen. And you guys, by the way, 8 overtimes to beat Georgia Tech. Yikes. So anyway, ET style poster happened by accident. We weren't thinking about AZ nostalgia at all. What? ET? Huh? Didn't even think about it. Huh? Now as you say it, I look at that poster. What do you know? Looks sort of like ET. You know, it looks exactly like ET. Wow, what a coincidence. Yes, it's going to be great. This is going to be great. I'm all about campy. Yes, I'll take it. I haven't been following closely at all. Is campy for the kids the only criticism? Are there things like my writers never watched Star Wars? No, it's the campy. That's Ducky Momo. The concern is about the campiness, the reception of Star Wars fans to kids. Will they enjoy watching shows? If you think back on some of the child actors and the child acting in recent Disney Plus Star Wars shows, there's a little hesitancy regarding how well those child actors in this show will be received, right? So it goes to that. Mike Porter's a Georgia Tech fan. Oh, well, you almost got it done, right? Skeleton Crew won't be as bad as, you guys, yes. Still playoff bound. That's right. That's the short of it. Litrix, yep. I'm set up for campy Star Wars. This is not next step in the saga. It's just fun with some seriousness because of how else. I'll take it. Yes. Perfect. That's the right attitude to go into this show with. And I'm hoping that a lot of people are absolutely on board with campy and getting into this. So, yes, I love college football too. The problem is I don't get to watch much of it during the Christmas season. So I'll be in for the playoffs after January 1st, after December 25th, actually. But there you have it. All right, let's get into our predictions. The predictions game is tons of fun. And we'll go through the questions here and we'll just kind of show you how this is all going. And then we'll do my predictions. You guys can base yours off of what you think is going to happen. So in here we have, I was in the wrong window and I hit the button. So here we have the very first question. Says a pirate gets shot with a blaster. We've got 6 responses in for episode 1. 83% say no pirates getting shot with a blaster. Non-lethal shot, right? Just a wound, right? A non-pirate gets shot with a blaster. So question 1, a pirate gets shot. Question 2, somebody else gets shot. Both of those are non-lethal, right? And question 3, someone is killed. Now that could be a pirate, non-pirate, right? Someone it gets killed, right? 67% are saying no. Question 4, we visit more than one world or planet in this episode. Really, what bases this question is are they going to get off planet in episode 1, or did they get off planet in episode 2? When do they go off planet? And when they go off planet, will they make it to another planet? And if you say that in episode 1, then would they be there to somewhere else in episode 2? Right? Yeah, Matt Risman said, if I had to hazard a pretty good educated guess, and Matt is similarly educated on this as I am, right? The first episode is nearly the whole time on their home planet. That's what I would say, Matt Risman. Does their starting planet count as a visit? Yes, because we visit, us, the audience, right? Star Wars fans watching the show, we visit more than one world or planet. Yes, so that counts. A droid referred to by name. I think the chances are high on this one, right? Because we saw in one of the trailers they have a droid teacher, and I'm pretty sure they refer to their teacher, right, by the name. So there's that. Baymax, can I resubmit my answers right up? No, because you are, my friend, you're going to the premiere. Same for Meg. Meg's time for predictions is past. She's already seen it. You also, no cheating. No cheating. No. Question 6, a cameo from a named character. So will we see Hondo Ohnaka in episode 1? No, I think not. I think probably not. The Onyx Cinder, this is the ship they're in, breaks down or malfunctions or is blown up. If they find it, it's already damaged. So it would not be broken or breaks down, right? That's like an active present tense, breaks down. It's broken down when they get there. So it breaks down or malfunctions or is blown up in episode 1. I'm thinking probably not, right? Someone uses Star Wars slang. Oh, are we going to get a good Star Wars slang reference? We'll see about that. I think probably so. What about a character who has a name that you can't remember? Maybe. Howdy, Will Morgan. Someone uses the Force observably. We know Jad Nawin, he can use the Force, and he will use the Force. Episode 1, will he use it? I don't know. A species of droid speaks in another language with subtitles. Oh, 50-50 on this one. I feel that way too. We know we're going to start off. We've got different, like we see in the Thorian in the previews. Would the Thorian be speaking another language with subtitles? Not with a translator, but with subtitles, right? It tells us. And then we have bonus questions here where you can fill in the blank, and you can see some of the ones that are here in this in the first 6, right? So here we go. We're going to jump in, and this is what the predictions actually look like. Dawn, hello. She says, sorry, I can't have the volume up, right? At work. I can't do that. I bet Jod is Cal or Balin. Maybe, or maybe he's somebody else, right? It's a kid's show and kids don't read. Not going to happen. No. Oh, good point. Like if this is aimed at kids and you put subtitles on, are this kids going to read when they speak like some other language and like Huttese or whatever, and then put it in the subtitles? Ooh, maybe not. So that's a good one. So first question we ask is, who are you? And this is where you just get to tell us so we can keep score and know who is doing the predictions. So I'll put mine in. Episode 1, a pirate gets shot. I say, no, I don't think we're going to meet a pirate in episode 1. 2, a non-pirate gets shot with a blaster. Oh, maybe maybe a non-pirate gets shot, but I think probably not. I think this is basically around them finding the ship and establishing the characters, establishing the planet, the home planet, them, the school issues and all of that. So I think that's the first one. I'd say no. Someone's killed. I think most certainly not. Right? Most certainly not. Litrix says, "Oh, I know how much English main language speakers hate subs. Grew up with them, learned more from them and hearing than from English class." Yes. We had Japanese exchange students who lived with us, and they loved, especially one of them loved Little House on the Prairie, the old John Ingalls stories. And they learned from watching those shows as well. So episode 1, someone gets killed? I think probably not. We visit more than one world or planet in the episode. This we talked about. I don't think we're going to get off of their home planet. So will we visit more than one planet? Unless it does a cutscene to some other planet, which I don't think would make sense in the context of this show, at least at this point in the story. Probably not. A droid will be referred to by name. Full designations or nicknames count. So in this case, I'm going to say yes. We already see that droids are teachers, and droids are part of it. Will they refer to their teacher like teacher whatever? Or will they just call the teacher, right? Teacher, can we wait until my friend gets here? Does that refer to as a nickname? I would think it's a title. It's a designation. So yes, that would count. Cameo from a named character like Maz Kanata. She's set up perfectly to be in this show. Hondo Inaka or Pelimoto. I put that in there just to troll Matt Risman, right? Will one of these cameos come in? I think no, not in episode 1 for sure. Question 7. The Onyx Sender breaks down. Not yet. No, I don't even know that I'll start it up in episode 1, or if they do, it'll be right at the end as they off. Question 8. Someone uses Star Wars slang, and we put all kinds of examples in here, like "May the Force be with you," for light and life, from the High Republic era, not the Old Republic, the High Republic. There's only one of those from what I know of. For light and life, Nerf Herder, Wizard, Dank Ferret, Karabast, and Buckethead. I think the chances of a Star Wars slang in the first episode, I'm going to say no, but this one I'm not confident on. I'm kind of going against my intuition here. Someone will use the Force. I feel confident in saying no. And again, it's just my feeling. I don't have spoilers on this. I can't tell you for sure. And then 10, Clanker. So a species or droid speaks in another language with subtitles. We just talked about that. We know they're Ithorians. We know there's going to be other people there, other species there. Will they speak other languages? I'm going to say no. And then the bonus. This is where you get a guess. And we have 3 categories here. The first one where you get no points. Of course, if you get it wrong, you don't get any points. But you got to get it right. So episode runtimes, those are not in the show. It says they need to be within the show. Anything that's not in the show itself, right? This episode's longer or shorter than the last. A negative prediction, like Matt Risman gave us this morning, right? Like Yaddle will not be in this episode. Luke Skywalker will not be in this episode. Anything like that. Any negative. Oshamir will not be in this show. No, right, won't be in there. Something will not happen. Like Luke Skywalker will not appear. We will not see Grogu. We will not visit Tatooine. Right, 0 points for any negative or not happen kind of thing. The next section is 1 point for these are the easy give me things that you've seen in the trailers, for example. Says Jod argues with one of the kids. the kids get in trouble. Well, we saw that in some of the trailers. We'll see an alien species. Well, we know that for sure, right? These are give-me's. These are one-pointers. Someone shoots a blaster, unspecified cameo. Like there'll be a cameo, but you don't tell me who. A ship flies in space, right? These are examples. Star Wars suburbia scene, right? All of those are one-pointers, right? 5-pointers, these are the ones where you're really going out there, say a specific cameo, like you say, Hondo Onaka will help the crew, or Pelimoto fixes the Onyx Cinder, or the crew go to Maz Kanata's castle. Those are 5-pointers. Those would count. We visit a specific planet not seen in a trailer, like we will visit Takadana, right? That'd be 5 points. A specific character says a specific phrase, like Jod says, I have a bad feeling about this. All right. There you go. That'd be 5 points. An unexpected, this should be Neil. I misspelled this typo. Neil flies an X-Wing. That'd be 5 points. So for me, episode 1, I'm going to just go with an easy 1-pointer. I'm just going alien. Let's see. The kids get in trouble at school. All right. I'm going to put that. The kids get in trouble at school. There you go. That's my predictions for episode 1. Episode 2, make sure when you're doing your predictions that you do both episodes. So episode 2, like these are the responses we have so far. And you can see where how people are already guessing, right? Would you get 5 points if your bonus guess is Neil flies with his ears? Yeah, I would give you 5 points for that one, Baymax. I know a couple of 5-pointers, but I promise I wouldn't say anything about them. Right? I'm going on record by just doing a 1 point. Same, Matt. Same. I know some spoilers as well, and I'm not even touching them. I'm not touching them. I'm just going with the 1-pointer. So it's just safer that way, right? Pirate gets shot, episode 2. Someone gets shot, not a pirate, episode 2. It's the same questions, right? You can just see how people are responding. Someone's killed. Most people say no. More than one world, no. A droid referred to by name, yeah. Cameo from a named character, not a regular. The Onyx Cinder breaks down. Someone uses Star Wars slang. Someone uses the Force. A species or droid speaks in another language with subtitles. And then the bonus questions. So I'll do my answers here real quick. Let's say Star Wars, Santa. A pirate gets shot. I'm going to say in episode 2, no. I think maybe episode 3. I'm going to say no. A non-pirate gets shot. I'm still say no. Someone killed, still say no. I think we're still establishing. I think episode 2 is when they'll be in Onyx Cinder on their way somewhere, right? Visit more than one planet. Question is, do they get somewhere in episode 2? If at the end of episode 1, they jettison off, episode 2, could they get somewhere, or will that be episode 3? The timing here, I'm not sure of, right? I didn't dig down into, here are the things that happened in episode 1. Here are the things that happened in episode 2. So I'm not sure if they're going to land somewhere, but I'm going to say yes. I'm just going on a hunch. A droid referred to by name. I'm going to say no to this one, right? Because if they're in the school in the first one, they say teacher to a droid. In episode 2, if they've already left and they're not in school, will there be a droid for them to speak to? We know Smee is going to get involved, right? SM33. I just changed my mind. SM33 is going to be there. Smee's going to be there. So I'm going to say yes. Cameo, not in episode 2. The Onyx Cinder breaks down or malfunctions or is blown up. Not sure why they land. I'm going to say no. Star Wars slang, yes. Someone uses the Force. I'm going to say no. A species talks in another language. I'm still going to say no. And then for my bonus question, Again, I'm going to stay with the give me questions, right? Just absolutely give me questions. And I'm going to say we will see an alien species. I feel very confident in this because Neil is an alien species, and Neil is one of the primary characters. So I'm going absolute one pointer, 100% one pointer here. And we see an alien species. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going straight for it, right? So you guys know I'm not cheating here. I'm not using some information that I have. I'm just going straight off of what everybody has access to, and then some of my feelings about the episode. So go back, get caught up with the chat. I saw a couple of really good. Yeah, there he is, Matt Tween. Oh, this is a great guy. I absolutely love this guy, Matt Tween. Thanks for stopping in. He says, looks like my volunteers. That's Tennessee. For those of you who are in Ireland, may not know who the Vols are. It's short for volunteers. The Tennessee Volunteers might be playing your Buckeyes in the playoffs. That would be great. I would love that. Ducky Momo. Santa keeps adding new rules to keep me from winning. Well, somebody's got to keep you from winning, Ducky Momo. We have to do something. Yeah, Darth Plagueis will not be in the episode. Yeah, 0 points. Question. If they're already kids, how would the show fit in a flashback episode? A flashback episode would happen perhaps when we learn about Jod's backstory. So Jude Law's character, when we meet him, we know that there's a backstory to him. We know for sure there's a backstory. Do we get a flashback of his backstory? So we see where he was during episode Order 66. Do we see where he was during some Clone Wars battle, or post Clone Wars, or just something during the original trilogy era? What do we see there, right? So it could be that, right? A flashback could be the war and how their planet became hidden. It could be. Yeah, flashback full-on episodes are a main peeve for me in the past 10 to 15 years. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. Would you get 5 points if your bonus guess? Oh, I already did this one. I know. Okay, we already did that one too. I know one real big 5-pointer. Really big 5-pointer. I already know it. I'm just not going to say it, right? And I did not use it to influence my answers to the other questions, right? Matt, 3 reasons. Don't say anything. 1, I said I wouldn't, right? Yes. Yeah, keeping predictions clean. Same. Smee for sure. I think so too. It sounds everyone here has already watched the show except me. No, I haven't watched it. As I said, I know something. You guys know I'm friends with some big time leakers, right? Front of that list might be Jason Ward from MakingStarWars.net. I've known some things about the show for a long time from him, and also from our friend at Bespin Bulletin and others. There are people who are well connected, who know things, who have passed on information, and some people who have seen things, right? So there's some of that too. But I haven't seen it, and on a lot of my questions, I can't answer based off of information that people have told me, right? Will the alien species be a pet, something to ride, or converse? Something it could be. Absolutely could be. For example, Smee. If you've seen the pictures of that robot SM-33, he has a missing eye, and in that eye socket, there's a little critter in there that keeps popping its head out that lives inside Smee's noggin. That's an alien species. It's like a little mouse, except it's got like 4 eyes or something like that, right? So yeah, all done copying Santa's answers. that's one way to do it. John flashback at point, probably episode 7. That's what I've heard too. I think episode 7 is what I heard. We learned Jod's full story, right? Do we need a flashback episode? Maybe. He has the Force and nobody knows how much about him. Sounds like a former Inquisitor. Could be an Inquisitor. Could be a temple guard. Could be just a Padawan, right? We don't know. We don't know. Very good. Very good. So that's my predictions. That's what I know and what we're learning. I hope that these first 2 episodes are well received. I'm looking forward to it. And tomorrow, the plan is tomorrow, about this same time, between 12 and 12:30 Eastern, I would like to get online and live stream the results. We'll go through your predictions, my predictions. We'll score them. And if you can do as well on the predictions as me, your name will show up on the Wall of Fame. And the Wall of Fame will show up in the ticker, just like this. We'll put it right up here, and you'll see at the top, we have a Wall of Fame where you'll see names of people who did as well or better than me. And then we also have a season leaderboard. And the season leaderboard are people who kept up with me or better than me for the entire season as a whole. And if you do as well or better than me on the entire season, I send you some Star Wars Santa merch. And that includes shipping, that includes everything. And I'll have it shipped directly to you, some Star Wars Santa merch, let you pick from the merch store and have it sent. So that's another little fun part of the game. And you do not have to be a channel member. You don't have to be a patron in order to play or to win. You can just simply be here in our live streams. You can be watch the replays, do the predictions, and you can win. Unless you're Nerd Mafia and you purposely tank just because you like the abuse. I don't know, right? that guy, he always tanks at some point. He'll just skip an episode because, he was doing too well. Or he'd get all the wrong answers because, who wants to get them right? That's I've kept all previews and trailers so far. I just know what Santa tells us. There you go. So I hope that you all do well. I'm looking forward to watching the episode and then talking about it tomorrow with all of you about the same time. So I think we'll leave it there. We have a Mike Porter dad joke to close out the day. And it's a Christmas themed dad joke. We'll put it on here. It says, what did they say about the polar bear with a red hat bringing toys? Oh, well, here comes Santa Claus. Oh, different claws. There you go. Mike Porter dad joke. You guys, thank you all for hanging out with me here. Have a great day. And if you want to participate in the Ghost giveaway call, we're going to do that right now. So as soon as we get out of here, I'm going to log into the Zoom call and we'll do the Ghost giveaway. And all of the entries are already in, and all of it's all ready to go. Again, if you are here in the United States in the lower 48, we'll have it shipped to you directly at no cost. If you are overseas and it has to be shipped overseas, and you would like to claim it if you win, then the shipping is on you, right? So we'll try to do that here in a moment. So come join us over there if you're one of our supporters, and we will see you soon. Until next time, my friends. Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.